Mm-hmm. Yeah? And what?
Hiya.
Hi. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to go through my top tips for coping with a newborn. So I did share a blog post on this when I had Amia. And yeah, it goes through sort of 5 top tips, and sort of selfishly I thought I'd have a look at it again because I am 6 months pregnant and I'm gonna have it all over again. I just need to refresh my memory. They say it comes back to you, but I figured a little bit of research wouldn't go awry. So I went through it again and I thought I would turn this into a vlog for anyone out there who's expecting or who's interested in how to cope with a newborn. So my first tip, and you've probably heard it a million times before. Yeah. Oh, thank you. So my first tip, which you've probably heard a million times before, is sleep when the baby sleeps. Now, I get it. It's difficult. You know, you're at home all day, so you've got a pile of washing to do. You've got the dishes are piling up. Your house becomes way more messy. There are poo stains and sick stains and all sorts of stuff going on. Yeah, I know. So the way I combat this is, I make sleep the priority. So what that means is the first time your baby goes down for a nap in that day, sleep as well. Just don't do anything else, just sleep. And then any other naps after that, once you're feeling refreshed, you can do the housework. You can do other stuff. You can do your vlog. But make sleep the priority. The way that I see it is, you know, you're on maternity leave to do a job, and that job is to take care of your new baby. And to do the best possible job that you can doing that, you need to be refreshed, you need to have your sleep, you're going to be exhausted. I don't know about you, but I'm a totally different person when I haven't slept. Yeah, you know all about that. My second tip is find your me time and do it every day. So this can literally be anything, okay? So for me personally, I was breastfeeding and I was leaking a lot. So I found myself just to be really gross, but just covered in milk all the time. So for me, having a warm shower twice a day for 5 minutes each time just made a world of difference. Like, it just kept me completely sane. It sounds silly, you know, it's one of those things that you take for granted before you have a child. But being able to have a 5-minute shower twice a day was huge. I'd give baby to dad, but yeah, just 5 minutes twice a day, it was huge. Now, this doesn't have to be that. It could be reading time. It could be a little bit of a Netflix series. So for my husband, it was actually exercise. This was huge for him. And I know women in my life who, you know, exercise is a huge part of their life, and actually just getting out once a day and keeping that up is what kept them sane. Exercise kept my husband sane and gave him the mental strength to cope with the newborn. So yeah. Find your me time and do it every day. Yeah?
Puppy.
Mm-hmm. Wow! So my third tip, I obviously wrote this before quarantine, and I appreciate that right now this one's a little bit more difficult, but get out once a day if you can. So yes, we're in quarantine, but we do get 30 minutes of exercise every day. Use it, you know. Obviously, make sure your safety is first. You know, please go to areas where there's going to be no one else. You know, keep yourself 2 meters away. But taking your baby out in the buggy for a walk every day is a huge difference. Fresh air makes the world of difference, not only to you, but actually to your baby. a baby is never too young to be absorbing everything around them. Okay, so when I took Amia out for walks, she would be staring at the trees, the sky, the clouds, people walking past. It was a huge learning and development thing for her, but also it tires them out, which is great. Usually after we'd been for a walk and we came back, she would sleep, which would be great. So yeah, absolutely try and get out. Hopefully when the restrictions lift again as well, you can find things like your local baby groups. They were huge for me, so I'm really lucky. In our borough, we have loads and loads of free baby groups. Like there's at least one thing every day happening at any one of the local centres, all within walking distance. So we made the most of those. I met a load of my friends through those, which was great. And also just go out for a coffee, you know, even if it's by yourself, even if you've got no one else to do it with, go out, buy yourself a coffee. It's like £3, you know, you can do that even on maternity pay. But yeah, go to the library. The library always has loads of stuff on for little ones. I took Amia more to the library in that first year of maternity leave than I actually can now. But yeah, she loved it. It was great. It was a change of environment and it gets you out of the house.
You done a poo-poo? Have you done a poo-poo? You tired? Is it bedtime?
Okay, so my fourth tip is eat well. So I don't mean eat less, I mean eat well. So especially when I started breastfeeding, I suddenly really cared about everything that I was putting into my body, because everything that I was putting into my body was going into my baby. And so, you know, suddenly I was thinking, actually, you know, I just need to eat better. So again, when you're breastfeeding, you actually need an extra 300 to 500 calories a day. And the best way to do this is actually through healthy snacks. So I just found myself eating little and often throughout the day. And when I wanted to reach for a snack, it was really important that there was fruit, cereal bars, there's lots of fruit bars type things, but even just dried fruits was quite good, like apricots and things like that. Just anything like that is good. Make sure you're stocking up on lots of iron, lots of protein. So this can be spinach, pulses. So I'm actually vegetarian, and yeah, I was fine. Like I just made sure that I ate plenty of fruit and vegetables in everything, making wholesome meals. Or you know what, get someone else to make you wholesome meals because you probably don't have time. I found that when people were like, oh, how can I help? What can I do to help? You know, I said, yeah, please make me some food. You know, some good food, lasagnas, you know, things that I can freeze, curries. My mum makes a great curry. So I had tons of that, but I was just putting good stuff into my body, and it not only is obviously very good for you and your baby, but it actually keeps you feeling a lot better. I can't tell you how many times I feel down if I've eaten a load of rubbish food for the day, but eating well and knowing that I was feeding my baby good stuff was really great in those newborn stages. So this tip kind of goes hand in hand with the getting out every day, but it's get yourself ready every day. So this is quite important. You know, every morning, just try and maintain some element of routine. Obviously, if you are going out for the day, you will automatically get ready. But even if you're not, even if you're going to be at home all day, get ready, you know. And this is as simple as washing your face, brushing your teeth, and putting a change of clothes on, okay? You don't need to put makeup on, you don't need to do your hair, you just need to feel like you. And also you just need your days not to merge into your nights. Now you're probably actually finding, a lot of people are just probably finding this in quarantine, that their days merge into nights. And the best way to prevent that is absolutely, you know, get yourself changed, make sure that you have some element of routine. Even if your little one has different ideas about that, it will keep you sane, I promise.
Go on, go on.
Yeah.
Go to the book.
Now, I mentioned a little bit earlier about getting help and people offering to help. Now, this is really important. I didn't really have this problem so much, but I know lots of mums that did. When people offer to help you take care of your baby, the truth is you want to do it yourself. You know, there are certain things that you want to do with your baby yourself. I was lucky because I was exclusively breastfeeding, so, you know, no one else could really help me with that, which I actually liked. I wanted to do it myself. She's my baby, I want to feed her. I want to take care of her, I want to hold her. In those first few weeks as well, you have this overwhelming instinct just to keep baby really close to you. And someone actually coming in and taking your baby and taking them away is quite distressing for a new mother, and not really something that you particularly want. So when people offer to help, and you don't want to offend them, or you don't want to, you know, have them feel like useless, say yes, you can help. You can help me by coming over and doing the dishes. You could help me by actually, you know, please help me with the housework. You know, please help me by cooking me a meal. Help me by going to the grocery store and getting me some groceries. And yeah, sure, you know, if they want to come around and cuddle the baby, that's fine. But yeah, come over, you know, when you drop the groceries off, or when you come and help me with my housework, I'd love for you to cuddle the baby with me. But if you don't want help with actually taking care of your child, you've got to be firm about it. You know, this is your time, and it comes more naturally to others than it does to certain people. But I was very firm about that. You know, this is my baby, this is my time, and I don't want you to take the baby away for 2 hours. That's not what I want. You know, I want to take care of my child, and I don't want anyone else to be doing that, except for Dad, obviously. So yeah, don't be afraid to be firm about that, and actually ask for the kind of help that you want. Okay, and my final tip is one that, again, you've probably heard 1,000 times before, but please enjoy it. I did not fully appreciate this until I have seen Amia go through, who is now 2 years old. It goes so quickly. I can barely remember her being that size. You know, I'm buying newborn clothes now for my next baby, and I'm thinking, did Amia ever fit into these? And actually, when I think back, she was too small for some of those clothes. It goes so fast. Take lots of pictures, take videos. You know, that's one thing that I wish I'd done more of, is actually take videos of the way they look, the little facial expressions they pull. You know, they're so different and they change every day. You know, and Amia now is like a little girl, and it's really scary how fast it's gone. So yeah, just cherish every minute and just try to enjoy it. And every time you feel yourself feeling a little bit down, or, you know, you feel like it's too much, just go away, have your 5 minutes, and when you come back, just remember that this is short term. You know, it's going to end, and actually you don't want it to. Okay, so those were my tips for coping with a newborn. I wrote that when I was a first-time mum, and had spent about 3 months with Amia. I appreciate things are going to be very different with a toddler and a newborn. You know, I'm going through those tips and I'm already thinking, how am I going to sleep when the baby sleeps when I have a toddler that won't sleep? And, you know, plenty of other questions going through my head about getting all of us ready. But I will do an updated video once I have my second baby, and hopefully I will post a video on how to cope with a toddler and a newborn. So we'll see how that goes, and I will let you know if I survive it. If you do like videos like this, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I hope that you have a lovely time with your new baby, even in this time at the moment, and I hope that I've showed you ways to cope with that.